All right, little quickie. Got a quickie for you. Zero hedge. I love seeing the leftists, liberals, all of them, the club. I love seeing them squirm. I love it. Georgia race, a very important race in Georgia, the Democrat versus the Republican, received 7 times more funding than the Republican. 20 or $30 million. And then I saw the looks on all the people in CNN's faces when they saw who won. The Republican, with hardly any campaign money compared to the Democrat. Crushed again. Donald Trump. We're going to win so much. You're going to get tired of us winning. We're going to win. Thanks, Donald. That's another win. But, speaking of the left, zero hedge. Brexit is a lose-lose situation. George Soros slams the damn Brits. False hopes as UK economy nears tipping point. A day after Brexit negotiations officially began and seemingly unable to get over the result of democracy, George Soros is once again rattling his op-ed saber, proclaiming the ignorance of British Brexit voters is about to get its comeuppance. Economic reality is beginning to catch up with the false hopes of many Britons. 1 year ago, when a slim majority voted for the United Kingdom's withdrawal from the European Union, they believed the promises of the popular press and of the politicians who backed the Leave campaign that Brexit would not reduce their living standards. Indeed, in the year since, they have managed to maintain those standards by running up household debt. This worked out for a while because the increase in household consumption stimulates the economy. But the moment of truth for the UK economy is fast approaching. Soros said Britain's eventual exit from the EU will take at least 5 years to complete, during which the country will probably hold another election. He says if all went well, the two parties may want to remarry even before they have divorced, he wrote. Bank of England Governor Mark Carney is in a speech at London's Mansion House on Tuesday said domestic inflation pressures remain subdued and signaled he isn't in a hurry to raise interest rates. In his first major commitments in 6 weeks, he also said he wants to see how the economy responds to the reality of Brexit negotiations. However, Soros warns that the time is up. We are fast approaching the tipping point that characterizes all unsustainable economic developments. The fact is that Brexit is a lose-lose proposition, harmful both to Britain and the European Union. It cannot be undone, but people can change their minds. Apparently, this is happening. If the Brits had just left it all up to him and his elite brethren, everything would be awesome, we're sure. And Soros has a final solution. If May wants to remain in power, she must change her approach to the Brexit negotiations, and there are signs that she is prepared to do so. By approaching the negotiations in a conciliatory spirit, May could reach an understanding with the EU on the agenda and agree to continue as a member of the single market for a period long enough to carry out all the legal work that will be needed. This would be a great relief to the European Union because it would postpone the evil day when Britain's absence would create an enormous hole in the EU's budget. That would be a win-win arrangement. So, again, Soros, when you turn on CNN, if you even do, to see what the enemy's doing, do you believe what you're hearing? No. You know they are lying immediately. They're on propaganda overload. We've got to tell you the story. We've got to tell you what to believe. And no one's believing it, and we're panicking, but we don't want to show panic on our faces, but we can't help it because we're freaking panicking. And now George Soros is too. And he has to come out again and tell you why it's a bad idea. We're going to win so much. You're going to get tired of us winning. Take care.